Hey, everybody, I'm back. How are you all? I'm sorry it has been so long. I meant to do a lot more lives, but you know how that goes. How is everybody? Let's see who's here. Hi, Karen, Charlotta, Laura, Liz. Yes, I'm glad I made it back too. Teresita. Sorry, I talked so much that my tongue, I feel like it has like a tongue ring or something in there. It's like I feel like there's something in my mouth. Hey, Lynn Truck. And I wouldn't have said that, but I was talking to my friend Christy, and she said same thing. We just talk so much during these shows. It's like everything's rolling around in there. Hey, Melody. Hi, Leslie. You want to hear all about it? All right. Ask your questions. It was so much fun. We just from the minute you get there, it's so exciting. And I guess let me just go through, and then you can ask questions after it. But it started off with the journey there, which was very early in the morning. Hi, Susan. How you doing? Have I recovered from my teenager mode? I'm not sure what that is, but probably not. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. So I eventually got there. My first flight was canceled, but they rebooked me. So I got on another plane that was supposed to get in even earlier than the first one, but it didn't because we had to sit on the runway because everything was blocked up because there were storms in the Midwest. So I got there. Oh, hey, Sandy, how you doing? Hi, Lori. And I got there pretty much on time. So I met up with my friend Rebecca, and we got an Uber to the hotel, which is right in the middle of downtown. Really cool location. Hey, Amy Powers, I'm wearing your apron. It was a big hit. So before the show, the team didn't get their samples till like last minute. Now, Amy lives nearby, so she was able to make some really amazing samples, which I could bring with me. And I had photos from the rest of the team from what they were able to make in just a little short time. But it turned out the table I was working on was like tiny. I mean, like, I don't know, 3 feet by 20 inches, something like that. It was really small. I look refreshed and younger. Well, you might hear why in a minute. It was really fun. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah, they're flowers I worked on with my daughter. She's a photographer, and she made we needed a background for one of her photo shoots. You might see up in this corner, I have a new logo. Isn't it cute? Sizzix, oh, I can't ever say her name. At Sizzix, she made it for me. Let's see. Hi, Sheila. I did have a great time. What was the most amazing new thing in crafting besides your amazing release, especially in tools? I will tell you about that. Hey, Janet. Okay, Karen's telling Amy we need to bid on her apron. Okay, so we got there, and people were just kind of getting in and getting settled, getting in the hotel. Some people stayed at that. That one was the Westin. Some people stayed nearby. The education, we had 2 education days. Like, I got there Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday were education days, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday was the show. And that was located like down the block and up like 4 blocks. So you had to walk to that or get to that in the morning. So the first couple days were right at the hotel. There were 2 towers, and it was a little confusing because your key only worked in one tower. Anyway, it was fine, and the rooms were great. Mine had like a big panorama of the city, like a big wide window. And so Rebecca and I shared a room, which was great. And if I were her, I'd be ready to kill me because I was very loud coming in at night. And anyway, she was a great roommate. So we got settled in there, and then the next day we started the classes. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? So we did that, and I took a couple classes. I helped out with physics because they had like three brand new releases. Vic Hollins did one. This was the Sizzix Studio, which is kind of an collaboration with Royal Talons Paints, and they were right across the way from our booth. So that was nice that we could, be together like that. So Vic Hollins, Willa Wolf, and 49 and Market had a new release too. So I kind of helped them a little bit. And we also had an event on Friday night, which was called Product Palooza. So that was like 20 people, 20, companies came in and had like a little kind of make and take demo. It turned out there were so many people that came to it that it was just crazy. You would have like, 12 people in front of your booth. So it was hard to do the demos. We were going to have a little make and take. This is what we did. So here's my badge. But we did this. We made this little color wheel. And it was fun. Some people took the kit. So I had some kits made up. Oh, man. Sorry, I sound so weird. Anyway, that was fun. But it was 2 hours of doing that. So that was probably why my tongue got paralyzed. Didn't stop me from talking, but it just feels weird. Anyway, so we did that on Friday night, and then Saturday were classes, and I took some really good ones. One on video. Hopefully it helps, but who knows? She's like a quill teacher. Her name is Lyric Kennard. And so she showed her setup and how she did things. Everybody kind of has a different way of doing it, but so there was that. And then did I mention each night we went down to the lobby where the bar was? There was a bar and a restaurant and like a little cafeteria. Well, it was two restaurants, but one was fancier. One was kind of like a little lunch counter thing. I'd never ate in there, but I went and sat with some friends in there. And then at night there was the bar. And so, I would hang out with, anybody that would talk to me pretty much. It was great. They made a really nice lemon drop, and I might have had a couple. And yes, yes, Leslie, lemon drops. And so we did that. And then on, let's see, was that Saturday night, there was the welcome reception. So that's like where everybody gets together and they do like lifetime achievement awards and things like that. My friend Julie McGuffey won a lifetime achievement award, and Jamie Echt from Stencil Creative TCW, the Crafters Workshop. Hey Maggie, how you doing? Good to see you. So she won, and so we had a seat there. We saw everybody in the room. We had a really good speaker who talked about being different and how it's not good to close our mind off to people who are a little different. And it's funny because every time they say that, something happens that it happens in real life. So it happened when we went to dinner that night. We had a woman who came with us, and nobody really knew her, but everyone was being friendly and just said, come along, and wound up, we had a great conversation with her. And, it's good to hear inspirational talks like that. Hey, Sheila. Yes, I'm happy to tell you. If you guys have any questions, just pop them in there. Hi, Orla. So good to see you. It's been so long. Yeah, it was busy, and I wanted to do lives. I would run around. The internet was not great. It was really slow. So I did some videos, and then I still have some to post, but I still have some more to post. So be watching for them, because they were some kind of interesting things that I found and hadn't seen before. So what else? It's Saturday night. So yeah, we went out to dinner and we came back and again hung out in the lobby. There was like kind of some seats out in the lobby, and then there was the bar right over it. So people would come and go, and you could always see who was there. I'm so nosy. I was hanging out. Hey, Beatrice, good to see you. So we did that on Saturday night, and then Sunday, the show started. So Saturday, back up, I had to bring my stuff up to the show. And that's where I kind of walked around a little bit before things got all set up so I could just see who was there. Sheila, I don't know. It didn't seem as busy to me. Um, I it's hard to tell. Usually I demo from 11 to 1 in the booth, and this time it was 1 to 3. So it could be that people were at lunch or whatever. I don't know. It was hard to tell. I kind of think people are a little nervous as far as what's going financially. There was a lot of talk about tariffs and all that. So I know that people are concerned about, what's in the future. But at the same time, people were there and new ideas still keep coming out. So, we'll see what happens. Did I get to the movies? No, I did not get to the movies. I was busy in the bar making my connections. Come on. So let's see. So then Sunday, the show started and we walked up and got there in time, and everybody was all nervous, and then it opened, and so I walked around a little, tried to do what I could then. Did you get any free watercolors? Yes, I did, and I'll show you. I have some of that here. I'm still unpacking, guys, so I don't have oh, all right, Artistry Ashley. I think what she's talking about is this. So I have to tell you the story of our tiny hands. When we went to Erin Reed's, she had the retreat down in Texas that I went to last year, and I had gone to a recycle place and I found 2 of these little hands. Remember, I brought them back and we were playing with them a little bit and people just loved them. So I got a bunch and I sent them out with my Etsy orders. Well, some people had brought them to the show. So we were just messing around, and it turned out we went to they have on the Sunday night, they had an event. It's called the President's Reception, and it cost $75. I was going back and forth on it because I was going to go to dinner with friends. I was like, I've always had a good time there. So I went to it. I signed up like right at the last minute. And oh, Karen, wait until you hear the creepy hand story. You're going to love it. Wait a minute. And you're going to love it. So we're at this event and they did have an open bar. I might have had a couple whiskey sours, and we were sitting around at the table and just goofing around, like holding our drinks with this. And, I was like, we need to have the Tiny Hand Society where it's dedicated to promoting peace, love, and joy in the art community. So he was like, yeah, we should do that. So I walked around the party like this with my glass, and people were like, laughing away. So I brought one over. Well, I had it on my hand, and it was a little peace sign. And I was talking to Lawrence Hoffman, who is the president of the, I guess the board of directors of NAMTA. And, but he's with Marvi Uchida markers, and just a really, really nice guy. And so I was talking to him and he saw the little hand and he was like, that's great. So it turns out we decided we're going to actually do this. We're going to start a creative movement where whenever you do art, just put like a little picture, your little tiny hand on a page, and we are going to we're working on a hashtag. I'm not explaining this very well, but it was a big hit at the party because everybody was like visiting the open bar. We have corporate sponsors. We have little tiny paintbrushes being made. We have this very fancy German paper maker who's going to make us little watercolor pads, and everybody wants to be in this movement. So I will be bringing more information about it. But if you see the little tiny hand, that is what happened there. And then for the rest of the show, we have a secret handshake. So we'll tell you what's happening with it. But we have to decide on how we want to do this. Yes, you will be able to get a tiny hand. I have to order some tonight. So let me know. Or I'm thinking if you place an order, or maybe I'll send one with a new release. So I'm going to be putting in the group all the stuff, but my brain is just exploding, guys. So much going on. So that was that party. Wound up having 5 whiskey sours, and I had the best time doing it. So we went back to the bar, and then there were more people there at the hotel. We hung out, and just, to me, that was the favorite part of the show. Because that's where everybody really talks and you can relax and get to know each other and all that. Yes, I know that Amy loves tiny things. Who doesn't? UK, you have a bag of hands. All you need is one, although it's kind of good to have two, to have a right and left. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I need to find a good supplier. Hey, Ann Butler, another member of the Tiny Hand Society. So I was just telling them and all about that. I wasn't good at. That's the funny thing. There are so many sayings that you could do about hands. Okay, all right, Anne, that's good. Got to start the movement. Oh, that's okay, Tanya. All right. So anyway, getting back to business. And I do have stuff I want to show you. First of all, well, you know what? Let me turn the camera down because I do have some stuff. Let's see. Let me just. Okay. Let me put my light on here. All right, here, I wanted to show you this because this is what you get when you go. And the badge is like, they give you 2 colors. This one is for, I'm not sure. There was a blue one and a yellow one. And I think this might have been for, I don't know. It was for me. So I took it. And these are all pins. A lot of people do pins. Some people do other things. But just to, so this is where I live. This is my little thing. And it's got a little code. I'm a creative professional. I'm also kind of I could be a retailer because I have a shop. But I could, it used to be you had to get a manufacturer's badge, but this time everybody could come in. So that was good. And so anyway, here are some of the people that gave me little pins, and I love looking at it and remembering, all of the people that I saw. This one is cool. That is from Katie Pertide is with a new company who used to be with 49 and Market. So she gave me this really pretty pin, Create an Artful Life. There's some other ones. This is her new company. This was the guy who did the story or the keynote about the yellow dot to make connections. So everybody got a yellow dot. It's my friend Cassie. I am a creative professional, so we got pins. My friend Lolly, she did a video that I don't think it's out yet, but she came by and filmed one, so you'll be seeing that. Inky Stamper, you guys know Chelsea because she's been on a live with me. Sarah Studio, that's Sarah Clark. Here's my friend Nina. So this is what we made in our make and take. It doesn't spin because I had to poke the hole in there to get it to stay on here. But this is what everybody had. And some people filled them up. Some people didn't have any. But, it turned out mine kind of got covered up when I had my apron on. But that's okay because my name stuck out under it. So it was all good. I did think I felt like a dog walking around with like a dog collar. Oh, here's something I took on the plane, and I did some watercoloring. And these guys were there at the show. This is called Stone Ground Watercolors, and this was wet when I put my paper towel in here, so it has some stuff on it. But I took like a little water brush, and I was painting on actually a good bit of time. So I just filled this with water. And this is a palette my friend gave me. So it was nice. I had a lot of colors. And I did some little watercolors. And I had just a pen. And, it fit in my backpack. So I did some little paintings. That's horrible. Well, I'm not pretty good at fish, but, they were fun, and I made one to give to the flight attendant because it was really rocky. It was pretty bumpy, but then she wasn't there, so I still have it. But anyway, so that was fun. I got to create on my way. I read a little bit, and I painted and kind of got in the mood. That was good. And then here are just a couple more things that I can find. Here's my card. So I would hand that out to people. And oh, look at this. We got that at the dinner. Look at this little tiny paper. Isn't it so cute? Yes, I will put a paper up, Leslie, a picture up of the display. It came out kind of cool. It took a little while. It was quite the collaborative process, but they did make one. It's usually when we go, some people like to give little gifts. And so this was one for my friend Jenny. It's a miracle I didn't eat it. I couldn't find it, and I would have eaten it, but anyway, it's still here. So I can't wait to have that. This is the first night we got there. Friday night or Thursday night, we went to dinner, and there was this really amazing lady. Her name is Sarah Hurley. She lives in the UK. And she does so much. It was like I got tired listening to all the things she did, thinking, how does she do them? But she had, I got to sit by her, and I was so happy because I really enjoyed spending time with her. And she also has a very good accent. So she was fun. And you know what? Let me ask you guys. I did this for display, and I wondered if you could. This is a thing that says follow me on Instagram. This one says subscribe to my newsletter, and that one says subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are not in one of those, could you tell me if you could do that through a live? Because I'm just curious. I'm just hold it here for a minute. It's like when you go to a restaurant. So what happens, you put your camera over it and you'll get a little yellow box under it. And so what it'll do is this takes you right to my Instagram, and then you can follow. But I didn't know if it would work, if they were big enough or what. Yes, Sarah is lovely. She is so much fun. All right. Well, anyway, I had that. Oh, here's the watercolor. Now, my friend Christy, she was teaching for this company, and so she gave me this, and so it's nice because there were designers that were demoing for different companies, and so some of them would say, you're free to keep that, or at the end, like they don't want to pack everything up, so they'll give you stuff. And so this is from my friend Christy Troxel. So she was demoing with them. And these are gel paints. So they're watercolors, but they're not like solid. So I can't wait to try them. I love the way they packaged it. So you could put your brush in here, and it's also nice for travel. It's kind of like a nice little streamlined case here. So Christy, if you're on, thank you. It did take you to my Instagram. Oh, good. Hi, Kim from Holland. Good to see you. Oh, you good. It took you to YouTube. All right. Okay, I made it right before I left. I tested it and it worked, but I didn't know if it would work through a video. So, boy, I'll have to do that in the beginning of the show. All right, now, are you ready for new products? Here is one, and I thought, what a weird name. Now, this was somebody had done the class. My roommate, Rebecca, had taken this class, and I didn't quite understand what it was, but it's a water-based eco-resin project that they did. So let's open it up. So what you get, and they gave me a free sample because I was talking to them about maybe figuring out, how we can work together. I hit my mouse, sorry about that. So it's called Jasmonite, and yeah, it's water-based. It doesn't smell. It's really different. So it was so cool. It was the mother, her husband, the husband and their daughter who were showing this, and they are so smart. So this is the mold. So what you do is you pour this resin into the mold and it makes this little pot, and you can mix the colors. They have the ink or the paint that you can put in there. So it's like I can't remember what the ratio is, but it's somewhere in here. I had a little card where they told you about it, and it's online, so you can go on there and look. But they made a table out of it. Oh, and the coolest thing is it cures this little pot, which is pretty thick, cures in 1 hour or so. It depends on the thickness of it. Yeah, it's water-based, it's low VOC, solvent-free. So anyway, I'm going to be playing with this. I might do some kind of, collaboration. I brought because I was thinking, what if you could pour it on an embossing folder and make a cast of it? So we tried an experiment, but it turned out it was too late to the end of the show, and we were they had stuff to do, so we didn't actually. I have it, but I got it, and it was too. It wasn't set enough, and I broke it on the way home. So, but I think that it would be okay if I was not in the rush. It also is kind of thick, so I'm going to try. You can play with the mixture, but we just didn't have that much time. But we're excited to work together, and honestly, that's how these collaborations come around. Try putting QR on each corner when live and leave them up and put them on the newsletter. That's a good idea. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so that was that product. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, this is a new. Oh, this I loved. Okay, do you guys know Pear Blossom Press? Her name is Amanda, and she is such an engineer. That girl is amazing. She does lighting. It's usually lights, like little twinkly lights, or you put them in cards, like you push on them, and they're little LED lights. So this one that she did this year, her new product, is this little centering ruler. I love it because it's small, and look at this. It's so cute. It's got little marks for A2 cards, like how to center things, and the packaging even. It's just so cute. So you can use this to lay it in there. Then you know where to position things, and you can flip the ruler over. She's got a whole thing about it. So anyway, that is her new product. Yeah, I think maybe Jennifer McGuire had done something about that video. So go and check it out. Amanda, she won the most creative booth, or the most, I can't remember. She had a booth, and then they split it down the middle with Trinity stamps. So, and the whole theme was like space people. So that was one of the trends that I saw. Little, like, the ones with the little, like, spacemen, spacemen, women, whatever. So they had a little display with like planets and rocket ships, and I'll put up a picture. I'm trying to do a collaboration video of all of the yes, right. You can layer up all the background panels. Yes. So I would say get one of these. They're really, really great. Okay. Here is some new paper that I got from Graphics to test out, and I also have a couple little things coming from Haley over at Graphics, and we are gonna see how we can work our products together. So that is what I love about this show, because you can actually go and talk to people, and if you like them, you can figure out how to work together. So I can't wait to follow up with some of the people that I met. At the end of the show, I went by a booth that was doing marbling, and so they had the special paint. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Would make a great backdrop, wouldn't it? So they were giving out prints, and I was like, oh, I know which one I want. But look at that, how they made these. I just loved it. So, hey, Margaret, how you doing? Lisa on Bella Kraus did a demo project with the ruler on Wednesday. Oh, cool. So yeah, another thing I found in my travels. Oh, here's a sample. You know how I was saying people give little gifts? Sarah Clark sent this home for Susie. And so, sorry, Susie, we're looking in your bag. But this is what she put in there. So it's, she's got her card and then little hand sanitizers, all the things that you need for the show. I actually needed that one of the nights after I had a little too much, actually in the morning. I pray thee be patient, for I hail from the 1900s. Yes, little Tic Tacs. This is one of Sarah's pins that she made. These guys all have their own machines that cut all this stuff. Pillow spray, so you have a good night's sleep. She made this little eyeglass cleaner. This is like, a water spritzer, I think, or maybe perfume thing. And then, of course, our little friends, the hands. This cute little bag. So I didn't quite get to do that. I wanted to, but I had my bags were so packed. Oh, and a lipstick, lip gloss, lip chapstick. Anyway, it's just fun. Everybody gets together and you put their pin on. And oh, this is an ATC. Oh, that's cute. Adventure awaits you. It did. Yeah, very useful. And, your friends have your back. And, I've had people who say, you're friends with them and they're your competition. It's like, no, we don't all do the same things, So if somebody gets something, a job or an offer or something, and they don't have time or they, whatever, you can refer work to a friend and it's great. Okay, here is our directory. So this tells about all the events. I should have gone through this because maybe I'd remember everything. So, Craft Express. Look for some stuff with them. That's going to be fun. Ashley and Vic. Stencil butter. Oh, yeah, we did Splashes of Hope. Something fishy is happening on the show floor. So we did a giveaway, the creative professionals. We left them on the table or somewhere, a little like random acts of kindness, and people would get them. So graphics, that's where I got those pieces of this, their new product. Lindy's, I was going to demo with their stuff, so I'm going to be doing a project with their stuff. This is so cool. You sprinkle it and spritz it with water and it like explodes. It's amazing. And so I think, I filmed something in their booth. I don't remember if I put it up yet, and then here's the schedule. We're all creating together all the time. It's true. Yes. The creators collaborate and it's so much fun because at home, not everybody gets us. So these are some of the classes that were offered. Dina was there. There's one from Sarah. This was cool. Hanamula. That's that company that is going to be doing some little projects for us. I'm just going to put that right there. Who else? I think I did. Where'd it go? Sizzix Studio. That's Vic Hollins. Yeah, what Janine did. Oh, I went to that. That was a good discussion. So, you get to hear about like what's happening in the industry because we're each out in our own little spot, doing what we do, but it's always good to hear what is happening in the big picture and how we can be part of it. I saw Simon Hurley. He's a little tiny hand grouper. These are the Hall of Fame. So there's Jamie, there's Julie. I met, where is he? Well, I met his son. Anyway, those are aborted. Oh, that's Lawrence, who has the peace sign one. Anyway, So then these are all the vendors that are there. So if you want, you can go back and look at them. Here's the handbook or the floor map. So if you forget where you saw somebody, you can go and look it up. And more tools. And yeah, I didn't get to talk to them, but I wanted to. You can never go see everybody. It's just hard. Oh, they were neat. Alumite. I watched her demo. Easton, Pennsylvania. I used to live there. Did not have that connection. But you see, like there are connections to everybody. And Bob Ross, that was a huge book booth. There's Jesmonite, our friends. Seth Apter was not there. No, he went to the creative world. Anyway, that is the little book. But it's nice that you can go through and remember in case you forget who was that or where did you see it or what was the product. That's cool. I did get one of those. Leslie sent me one, right? It wasn't that you, Leslie? Oh, is he still in Australia? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Lindy's is also cool. All right. The pile is getting there. What time is it? Oh, we still have a little time. Yeah. So I did. Oh, here's one more thing. And this was my friend Anne. She had an extra thing from somebody gave her this. So she said, do you want to give this to the kids? So these are a cute little set of markers. So it's fun. They let you try stuff. A lot of them do make and takes. And then at the end of the show, look at that. Isn't it adorable? People don't always want to carry stuff home, so they'll give it away, or some of them sell it, or I didn't realize that sat flat. That is a neat idea. Oh, maybe needs to be a die. Just saying. All right, and then I have my little batch of cards. So some of these are hand members, and some are just cards of people that I want to work with. Here's a little thing from Cassie. She gave out these fun little pads. And, I took notes from some of the classes that I took. All right. So here are the dies. And now, since it's after April 1st, we have this month to kind of show what's coming up. And so that's why I waited till now, and I'm going to put something in the group. If you're interested in buying the bundle, now we can show them. So I think if you see any of the videos, you will see these kind of a little more in depth. There's a good one done by Katerina from Creative Scrapbooker. She is the one that I think that went online because I added it from somewhere that didn't allow the sound. So I'm going to try to repost it. I couldn't figure out how to do it, but I'm going to try and do that. Okay. So this is Journal Hardware. These are the 2 steel rule dies. So this is, everything you need to make little accessories. I had a pair of earrings that I made out of this piece, and there's just going to be tons of stuff. The team we have a little album with new stuff from the team, and it's going to be amazing. You are going to love all their ideas. Our release party is May 1st at noon, and so we'll be putting stuff about that. And oh, good. I'm glad you found it, Laura. But in case you didn't see it, the sound was still a little not, it was like muffled a little, but I think you can get the idea. So these are like journal hardware, they're called. And this is the handbound journal. And I do have some samples of this, and I'll be sharing, like I did last time, over the rest of the month. I'm going to be doing like a focus on each of the pieces and, how they can be used. Liz, I'm going to list them in the Etsy store. First, I want to do I just need an idea of how many I need to get. I don't want to run out. So I'm going to do another survey in the group and see how many, approximate. I don't need an exact count, but I need to know how many to get. If I order within like the next week, I can have them ready to ship on May 1st, which is the earliest we can send them out. So I just need more of an idea because right now, I don't want a lot of inventory, but I do know the prices could go up very soon. So, this is the price as of now. I'll get all that out there to you, but I just need to know an idea before I order. Okay. So hopefully within the next week, I will have a pre-order list up in the Etsy store so you can pre-order it. Then I'll ship it out on May 1st. Okay. I'll have a special on the bundle, and then I will have the other dies available, and they'll come with the little hands. You should get it just for that. Are we using these for Bellicon? Oh, okay. Thanks, Liz. Yeah, I'm gonna do kits, but yes, I will be using this die for Bellicon. Okay, that's gonna be later in the month. Okay. So let me show you the other pieces to this collection. They all work together, which I try to do sometimes. These are all new. So sometimes we have an older die coming back and then other things that work with it, but these are all brand new. So there's no way you could have any of them unless you're, I don't know who, unless you're in China and I don't know. Anyway, this is the first one. This is a color wheel stencil. It comes in 3 pieces. And if you have your stencil and stamp tool, you can use it on that. It's really nice because these line up so they're right next to each other. And then if you use this die, you're going to get this piece here that lays on top of it. And I'll have more about each of these in the days to come. But this one also makes this little, wherever it went, this little baby color wheel, which I was thinking, I'd like to do a bunch of these and just have them in my bag, because they all come in rainbow colors when you buy a pack of markers, 12 markers or watercolors or paints or whatever, so you could take these little swatch cards and put them on a chain, bring them with you to the store when you get a new one, kind of smear it on or check and see if you have it. So, I'm excited about this because it's usable and it's pretty. So this has how many pieces? 9 dies inside. It also comes with this little arrow, big and a little arrow. I think actually there's 3 sizes. And then there's this piece which clever Amy made out of fabric, this cute little like quilted color wheel out of fabric. And she also used one of the stamps for embroidery stitches. So, all right. And then the last piece is the stamp set. And this one, it works with the dies. And it also, that's the one that we stamped and cut with the die that was on this one I just showed you. This here you can put on any of these swatch cards. It has the color, the brand, so like say you're doing your Copics, okay? So it's like, E, G, whatever those are, green, yellow, green, and the number, the brand Copics. The medium would be alcohol marker, where did you buy it, the price, the date, and any notes that you have about it. So you can use that to, place that on the back of one of your swatches. Like it's great on here. So you could do one of these and then make a longer strip, stamp it, and then have your swatch card and then your information on the back, or just stamp it on there. Then this cute little paintbrush that you can cut. People are asking if there are dies for this. No, I didn't have room. I wish I had, though. I wish I had done that. But it's easy to fussy cut that. Same with this one. There's no die, but it's, pretty straightforward. This one fits inside the color wheel and the stencil. So that Amy made this really cute little project, so we'll be seeing that. And the team has bunches of stuff that they're going to be posting too. Now here you've got some sayings that a lot of them have to do with color. Paint the town red, feeling blue, tickled pink, rave sunshine, and then some other sentiments too that you might want to use on your cards. So I think everybody had a really nice reaction to it, and I hope that you guys like it. The new packaging is cool. You want to know why I like it? There's no glare. You know how I liked using the plastic for other things, but I like this because it's a matte finish, or it just feels nice. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's sturdy, and it's, probably about the same weight, but I like that there is no glare. Does the paint swatch fit the bookmark die? I think it does, Sharon. Actually, I think. Let me see if I have the bookmark die. You know what? We're gonna do a video on each of these so I can have everything out and try it. That's a great question. I think it does, but let me check on that and I'll let you know. Okay. So anyway, here is our samples, and I hope that you guys are interested and you get them, and I will let you know for sure when the link goes up in the group. Okay. All right. Now, any other questions about the show? Or any of the products? Let me go back up here. Let's see. You will love to organize your paints and watercolors. Oh, Leslie. Yeah. Yeah. A virtual Amy apron workshop. Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, her samples, people's eyes. There's one, and Amy, you know which one it is. It is when I would open the book, their eyes would just pop out of their heads, and they loved it. Oh, it doesn't fit? Okay. Sorry. Thanks, Tanya. Maybe I think it's a little wider, but it's easy to cut. It would have been good though. Maybe next time. It has been so long without any new dies. I know. I agree. You're going to watch the replay. Just got from the apron on. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be talking about it for the rest of the month, guys. So, make sure you come back, and we will be featuring one of the dies each live that I have from Nor now on. Sorry, my tongue. I cannot talk. Anyway, that's the show, guys. So you saw a video of you showing it on an Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it was very good. Amy, tag me so I can share it, okay? Yes, Sheila, it is exciting to have a brand new thing, and also to have such a good reaction from people at the show. That's always nice. And even, some manufacturers. And the other thing was, there were color wheels everywhere. I took pictures of them. It was amazing. I was like so on trend. I was so happy. So, stay tuned. All right. I just have to get organized. I've been gone for almost a week, and my house is a mess, and I need to unpack and sort things out. And I do feel energized, Isabel. You get together with people and you get new ideas. And was that the one that spreads out? Laura, there was there's one called the Color Wheel Company, and they had 3D color wheels. It was really cool. I didn't have time to watch the whole thing, but really, really neat. Oh, Brenda, that's good. Oh, yeah, get it for your birthday. Yes, the trip was great. One that spreads out, though. No, I did not see that. But let me know if you can find the link, because I would like to see it. I'm sure people were doing lives and everything. The release party is May 1st, Karen, on May 1st on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at noon Eastern. Well, thank you, Sheila. I do think they're pretty timeless. And these, the accessory dies will work with any of the journals. So maybe we can get those coming back. Oh, it was my journal? Oh, you know what? It might have been Vic. It's so funny. Vic Hollins, who is with the Sizzix Studio line, she had a color wheel. I mean, they were everywhere. I'm not kidding. So it's just fun. I have so many ideas that I want to do with it now that I didn't have before the show. So, I'll post some of the pictures of the color wheels so you can see, and some of them were not even at the show. They were, like, out on the street, I couldn't believe it. Oh, let me put Janet up here. Thank you. Good. I can't wait too. The journal pages. Oh, that one. Yes, yes, I have that. I took it home by mistake. That was, I forget who made that one. It might have been, our friends from Lindy's, Martina. She made some really, really amazing samples. Some of them were oops, uh, they were like little party favors, little cards. They were so cute. So you'll be seeing them here and there too. I sent those home with Sizzix. I have my samples coming from the team. So it's been a real rush for them, but they got on the ball and they are creating away. Any new cool tools? Oh, you know what? I have a video of one. All right. This was it was kind of a funny story. On the last night, we went to a party up on the penthouse floor, like the 43rd floor of the hotel that had like open windows all around so you could see like the Space Needle. We were like 5 blocks from the Space Needle. Anyway, that was at Lawrence, the head of the organization. He had a party. So we went up there and I was talking to this guy and we were kind of like he said, yeah, I was like, "So what's your name?" And he says, "I'm not going to tell you." It's like, "Okay." He was like one of my kids' age. So I was like, "All right, well, I'm not going to tell you my age." Oh, he's like, "Well, how old are you?" I'm like, "I'm not telling you." Anyway, we went back and forth and we kind of parted on terms. And then we continued through the party and we were talking to other people. And then I saw him in the kitchen and he was like, I heard somebody say, "So Pete." I was like, "Aha, your name is Pete." So he says, "Actually, it's Pat." So then we had a nicer conversation. And by the end of the night, we were like best friends. I told him my age. He told me his name. He told me about his family. And he told me about his product, which I went and visited him on the show floor. It is so cool. All right. So it's this thing. He sells them in gift stores, like in Hallmark and stuff like that. It's it's a pretty high-end price, but I think they're like $40. But what you do is you could take a photo and it makes a paint by number kit out of your photo. So you upload the photo to this program. He's not an art and craft guy. He's like a tech guy. And I wish I can't think of the name of it. Paint. I didn't get his card. His name is Pat. He's from, I think, Indiana. I can't remember. Anyway, I will post it. I'll post the video and I'll post a link to his product because it's really cool. And now he's my buddy. So he has 2 little kids and anyway, it's so cool. He has a picture of his dog and then he has the paint by number dog picture. So, did you see the video? Yeah, it is amazing. So also I wanted to say that you guys should be subscribing to Erin Reed because she's got a lot of videos that will be coming out. She was everywhere on the show floor. Also, my friend Lollipalooza, and they both came to the booth and they did videos too. So follow them on YouTube because they were all over the show. I don't know how they can talk. They were filming like 20 videos a day, or maybe even more than that. Yes, Erin is amazing. So anyway, any visit that I did, check theirs out because it'll be better. But at least I had fun and I got to know people. And I saw a lady that was doing quilling and she had these little quilling kits. That was neat. My friend Emily Moore was there. She's got stamps and dies. She's just starting out. So cute. We had dinner with the Cherry on Top girls. They're adorable. I just can't remember everybody, but it was really fun. Hi, Jenny. You were on FaceTime with your sister? Your sister was there, Linda? Oh, wow. I wonder if I met her. Because I talked to a lot of Canadian people. I got invited to go to an event in Manitoba, but I couldn't do it. You do lots of quilling? Yeah, there was the water marbling. There was a lot of like art supplies, like, brushes and canvases and, like Faber-Castell and, the classic ones. But then there were some new things. A lot of sublimation. My friend Vic and Ashley, they were there. And people were coming in. Oh, shoot. I don't have my little keychain. I made a sublimated keychain. But anyway, there's more to come. So you saw Aaron's video with the board game. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. We took it out. There was no room. I mean, there was no room, but we had to get out. We just kept pulling stuff out like they were calling me Mary Poppins. The quilling kits on Aaron's channel. Yeah, okay. There was one other kit. I can't remember. It wasn't the Jesmonite. All right, I have to think about it. I didn't even have time to take notes, guys. I'm just kind of my tongue hurts, my throat hurts. It doesn't hurt, but it's I'm talking too much. I need to rest over the weekend and clean. In a couple weeks, my friend Katerina from the Creative Scrapbooker is coming and staying with me while the scrapbook expo is in town. My friends from Scrapping in the City are coming. So Margaret, and hope I get to see her. So there's lots going on. And yes, happy for art. The paint by number. I can't remember. I'll go look at my, you know what? I'll post my video after this so you can see. I'll put it on, I'll probably put it on Facebook and maybe Instagram too. I don't know if you can do that. I'll give it a try because it wasn't very long. I told him just a couple minutes, but it's got the name of him, his business. So I'll do that. I do need a little rest. And I think I need to go out to dinner tonight. My husband was happy I was home and I was glad. Yes, Katerina is masterpiece by numbers. I don't think that was it. Thank you, Amy. I will get some good rest. I had a good sleep last night, but we watched, what was it? We're watching Bosch Legacy or something, and I kept falling asleep. And my husband's like, "Are you awake?" Like, no. He woke me up. I wanted to watch, but I was just so tired. I didn't sleep the night before. This was the craziest thing. Okay. I'm trying to think of what we did. It's all a blur. But Erin Reed, Cassie Lawrence, and I wound up staying up all night because my plane left at 8:15 in the morning. So we were talking and talking, and there was stuff going on, and we had to hash it all out. And we wound up just staying up all night. So I don't know how I made it there, but I got to the airport. We took the subway or the light rail, which was really cool. And yeah, it was pretty good. I think we finished. I think we might have one more left. Yeah, the time zone was very hard. Hi, Alice. But anyway, somehow I magically made it. Well, actually, Lolly's roommate was going, so we figured it out together. It was right down the street from the hotel, but it was $65 for the Uber to get to the airport. So we're like, mine was $1 because I'm a senior citizen. I don't care. $1. Yeah, teenager mode. Yeah, it was. But I'm glad I did it, because if I just stayed in my room every night, it's like, why did I bother going? I mean, I did the business, but we wouldn't have the Tiny Hand Society. That would be terrible. So stay tuned, guys, and we will be letting you know about all this stuff. I just have to kind of get my thoughts together and get it organized. And then I need to order some more tiny little hands. So I will be posting about the release. Yes, Jody, that's very observant. It is a new logo. It didn't make it on my packaging. No, the old one is still on here, but they gave it to me and they said, use whatever you want. So I did have good company. It was very, very much fun. And honestly, you can't get that. These online things are great. And during the pandemic, we wound up having an online trade show and it was good, but there's nothing like meeting the actual people, seeing the actual things and testing them out and feeling them and touching them. And, you know, there's nothing like it. And just having fun with people and talking, engaging. I Crafty Stuff by Stacy. I will tell you more about the Tiny Hand Society. We have to have a meeting, and we have to figure out all of our, how we wanna build our infrastructure. Okay. You're at a geography conference. You are gonna have so much fun, Alice, because they get you, you know? It's Lou mode. Oh, sorry, Karen. Yeah, I know. I get it. All right. I'm gonna say goodbye. All right? Have a great weekend, guys. Wait a minute, let me get the other one. Um, have a good weekend, okay? See you soon. I'll be back on Tuesday, next Thursday, and we'll be talking about the new release, and we'll kind of do a little specialty thing on each one so you can see all that can be done with them, okay? I will, Sheila. Thank you so much. All right. Well, it's good to see you guys, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thanks for coming. Bye.